Hey folks, the Fragrant Lawyer here. I'm a lawyer by profession, but a fragrance aficionado by passion. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the relatively new house that many of you have heard of, and that is the House of Mind Games. I had the occasion to visit Dallas, Texas recently. My niece was getting her master's, she was graduating, and my nephew his PhD. So I went down to join in their festivities, their celebration, obviously to congratulate them. Of course, I'm not going to travel to a city without checking out some of the fragrance stores and the fragrances that they may have in that city that are much harder to get where I am. So lo and behold, I found myself at Neiman Marcus, and I had the absolute pleasure of meeting the people at Mind Games. More particularly, I met one of their top perfumers, a man I really admire a lot, Carlos Vinals. Now, he is the nose behind one of the fragrances I bought actually, and that is Mentor. But he's also the nose behind Gambit as well, and maybe one of their other fragrances as well. Being a new house, I think there's a lot of sort of hate that just all of a sudden will arise. You know, you just came on the scene, and they're not cheap, their fragrances. But I tested all of them, and I made my selection of buying Mentor because to me it's really struck a chord with me of being absolutely luxurious, suiting the way I dress, suiting my lifestyle, suiting my style itself. And having the perfumer Carlos, sort of sit with me and explain the creation of this fragrance, using the type of oud, the Boya oud, how they develop that, and it just really provided me with a tremendous education. So we'll begin with a really good shout out to Carlos Vinals, the perfumer, and also one of the salespeople who helped me there, Karen. Shout out to you. You're just so polite, so kind, and so helpful to me during my time spent at Neiman Marcus looking at some fragrances. So without further ado, let's open up and let's smell Mentor. All right, the fragrance will come in different sizes. There's one bigger than this actually that you have to decant, and I chose this one because of really convenience to me. Let's open it up. All right, check this out. I don't know if you can see well, but look into this. You see there's two small little vials in this box, in the right of the box. These are, my understanding, sort of the opening and ending notes, so you can get a little taste of that. What an amazing presentation. So you notice I have a gold signature from Carlos Vinals on the box, and guess what? He also signed my bottle here, which is at the bottom here. Take that, this good looking bottle. What an absolutely stunning masterpiece here. All right, let's spray. This is eventually going to probably get into my top 10 or even top 5 fragrances. It is just so pleasing. Let's go through the notes and I'll tell you how I experienced those notes. So we start out with salted caramel, Italian lemon, and dark plum. Mid notes, coffee, creme de la cassis, amber resin. And the base notes, Boya oud, sandalwood, and tonka bean. So he explained to me that the Boya oud is the part of the tree the bark that is not infected. So when they remove that, take out the resins from the tree, in the non-infected part, you're getting an oud that you're not getting the really traditional oud that it could be barnyard or a little bit skanky, but nothing wrong with that because they also turn very nice afterwards as well, particularly when they mix with other ingredients. But here you sort of skip that process, and that is Boya oud. This, I think, it's both men and women could actually wear this. On my skin, it is very masculine. I'm of the view that it is so actually well blended that this could be a signature fragrance for somebody. You could wear this in the day, night, any season, and really any occasion. You're going to wear it to put out the garbage or go to the grocery store, probably it would be a bit of a waste to do that. But other than that, it is just so good, so well blended. It's not loud, it's not too soft. It has really elements of what I would say perfection to this. I would sort of classify this as a woody amber fragrance that is elegant and very, very versatile. I can't think of an occasion other than so casual not to use this fragrance here. In terms of the house itself, I know the more popular fragrances are, I think there's the Blockade, which has some Aventus vibes to it, except with using the use of mango, and I know French Defense is really good too. And it was really hard for me to choose this, but what they did for me here is they've given me as a gift, and I haven't even opened this yet, but this is sort of the entire collection here. These are minis, so that I can go through them, try them out, and really decide which one to go for next. I probably, because I really enjoying this one, and Carlos is the perfumer behind it, I did try Gambit, and to me it was a toss-up between the two. I just, Mentor was a little bit more expensive, it's a little more luxurious, and I was just so intrigued by it that I picked that one up. But probably my next purchase from this house will be Gambit, simply because it is also, it leads towards the masculine side, and having the same perfumer. So overall, I'm going to conclude by saying that this is a really amazing fragrance. If you can get your hand on it, this is Mentor by Mind Games. And if you only want to keep a couple of fragrances in your collection, maybe one sort of niche like this and one designer, you pick up a Bleu de Chanel, you pick up one of these, honestly, you're good to go in your fragrance journey if you're not into full collecting. Otherwise, if you are collecting, you don't ignore this brand, Mind Games. I know there's a lot of talk about them, but I don't care. I got to experience them myself. I got to smell the fragrances, and I do think and I do believe that they are a really good quality house. Whether or not one wants to argue it's overpriced or not, that's so subjective. I don't think so, but I get that, right? That may be one point, but that's up to you how you buy things, right? But in terms of actual quality and fragrances, I truly believe they've done an amazing job. Good perfumers. It is a U.S. house, whatever that means nowadays, but listen, it's a great brand, great fragrances, great people, and good perfumers. So I hope you enjoyed this video about Mind Games in general, and in more particular, the fragrance that I chose to buy, Mentor. I highly recommend it. So I hope you like this video. If you like, please show you like, and with the thumbs up. Please subscribe, please comment. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mind Games, and if you have this fragrance, let me know what you think of it too. Please follow us on our other channels as well, Instagram and TikTok. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. The Fragrant Lawyer, out.